Traditional market towns, against all the odds, many of them are flourishing, and now they could help reverse the long-term decline of the English countryside.
That's the message from a national conference being held in Nottinghamshire today. To tell us more, here's our political editor, John Hess. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Dominic and Anne. Well, I'm on the village green at Wellow. We're on the edge of Sherwood Forest in Nottinghamshire, and it's a delightful place, even on a rather overcast and damp evening. But there are no shops here, and there's no post office, and that's part of the problem. You can't miss it. In the heart of the village, Wellow's got a traditional maypole, a fine village church, and some gorgeous country cottages. But it feels deserted. Like many villages, it's become a dormitory community for city workers. Even the pub could do with the business.
All we've got in the village are two pubs, the Old Red Lion and the Durham Ox across the road. The local post office closed about 2 years ago now, and there hasn't been a local shop here for, I think, about 5 or 6 years now.
There's nothing to do here. You have to travel by friends or family to go to Mansfield, to cinema, clubbing, to no shops. Nothing.
In nearby Sherwood Forest, delegates to a national conference explore Centre Parks, an earlier business venture to boost the local rural economy. Reviving village life and market towns in the East Midlands matters. More than 30% of us live in rural communities, and that's much higher than the national average. The two-day conference, backed by the East Midlands Development Agency, is looking at how to boost rural jobs. Farmers' markets are already making a big impact, but not all new businesses can afford the countryside.
We'd really like to relocate into a rural area, but the financial situation isn't. We can't do it, because for the simple reason our rents are so low within the inner city that we are better off there.
Extra government funding may help, but the conference also wants rural communities to come up with solutions and initiatives of their own. Well, one of those initiatives may be found in the Derbyshire Peak District. Trying to create jobs for future generations is through a project that aims to revive some of those traditional and ancient country skills, as our education correspondent Matt Udale reports.
Building the future and preserving the past. Derbyshire hill farmer Sally Hodgson has been a professional dry stone waller for more than a decade. Now she's passing on her skills to protect the unique Peak District landscape.
This is the age group that we need to be aiming at. We're going to find there's going to be even more demand for dry stone wallers, hedge layers, practical-based industries. There's just not enough people to do them.
A little bit more pressure.
This open day at the National Stone Centre is designed to find the next generation of skills. A range of experts have been recruited to get local school children interested in traditional ways of building fences and houses.
Usually we're inside and everything, and it's just there all day, and I'm not really interested in that too much, so just doing this just seems like the thing I want to do.
It's weird, it's something new, isn't it?
Didn't know anything at all, but I'll go away today with the knowledge of whether I want to do it or not, and I'll have a think and see what goes on.
Until now, many of those learning such skills have done so as a hobby, but it's hoped that teenagers will carve out careers for themselves, giving them a livelihood in an area with high costs and limited opportunities.
The landscape that you see around you when you come to the Peak District is mainly man-made, man-influenced, and the traditional skills which actually built those landscapes are the ones that we're trying to pass on to the young people today.
The college is getting European and UK government funding to ensure centuries-old skills are not lost, proof of how important they are to the future of the Peak District. Matt Udale, East Midlands Today, at Wirksworth in Derbyshire.
Well, let's pick up some of those themes with Ray Edwards from EMDA, the East Midlands Development Agency. Ray was one of the speakers at the conference here today. Ray, if nothing is done, what's going to happen to our rural communities?
I think they'll become dormitories, with residents of the rural communities looking to urban areas for their needs like jobs, services, leisure. It'll happen in certain instances. We must avoid it where we can. So
the danger is long-term decline, but the role of our market towns, why are they key to success?
Well, I think they service a wide rural area. And I think we've heard today of some very interesting initiatives that are already taking place in market towns, like the food festival in Melton at the weekend, a similar one in Newark recently, brought a lot of activity into those towns.
And what about a village like Wellow? As we've seen, it's basically got two pubs. I mean, how can it revive?
I think the pubs have an opportunity. We're supporting regionally a programme called Pub is the Hub. encouraging pubs to broaden their activities, provide other community facilities, a village shop in one instance, I know, school meals, Meals on Wheels in other instances. These are opportunities.
OK, Ray Edwards, thank you very much indeed. And Dominic, tomorrow the conference debates rural deprivation and a debate on whether the concerns have been exaggerated.
John, thanks very much indeed.